Hey now, what's up,
Hey, what's
everyone?
going on?
What's going on?
Welcome back. It's
Yeah,
Wednesday.
it is Wednesday.
I
It is
can't,
another
I
Wednesday.
can't,
A hot Wednesday. It's super hot outside. I can't do this.
at least it's not it
114.
was not 112 and 114. It's been like
Is it not?
103,
Oh, okay.
104.
Because that
I mean, not like
114
I
was a
know. I'm
monster.
staying in the house.
Right. Well, I'm out there for work, but I feel like those days are just scorching days. They're like super, super hot. Super, super
Listen,
hot.
it's serious out there.
Yeah, it's
It is
very, it's like,
serious out
it's
there.
crazy. It's so crazy. But we're another week into Girl Chat Sports. A lot has gone on in just 1 week. It's like so much stuff out there going on. So I don't even know if you want to start with like California rolling back to phase one.
Let's
Their
start. Okay,
internet.
so let's start with Go ahead. Go ahead with that one. I'm going to share a little bit, so I'll get some
Yeah.
people to chime in.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And shout out to Brandy and Brian and Kente and all those that have checked in the chat so far. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, California has like literally rolled everything back. Like they have reached the highest number they ever reached in the state. So with the COVID numbers being that they are, they've pretty much closed all indoor malls, the movie theaters, the gyms, the bars, the restaurants. So basically you're self-quarantining once again.
It's ridiculous.
And
Now,
I was
mind you, here in Las Vegas,
right.
we didn't roll back. We just went to phase one for the bars, which
Right.
doesn't make sense because most bars here in Vegas serve food, so they're still allowed to be open.
Right. And the other ones aren't. It's very weird. Very, very
It's
strange. And I think
very,
it's gonna have to be, I think it honestly is gonna have to be um definitely every bar being rolled back. And if it's just to go food, that's what they should have done. Like be fair and consistent with that. Because you're
it was
still getting
nice.
people around. You're still getting people around, like if you're even in the restaurant part. Like it's and then other places are finding loopholes to try to stay open to serve the alcohol with just a limited menu or something they just throw in there. Like, hey, we'll give you these peanuts. We can stay open now. That's food.
Well, and you've been down.
But
I
all of that.
mean, you work down the strip. So, what has
Oh
it been like?
yeah.
Are the bars and the casinos still open, or what? How's
Yeah,
that?
they are. I believe they are because a lot of the bars now are giving like a food option. Or if they're restaurants with a lounge in the front, they can still serve food in that lounge. So that's how that's working. But when I was like, so I'm working in the mall or whatever, fashion show. So
Mm-hmm.
Raw Sushi and all those places, yeah, the bar area is closed, but again, because you have food, you can still do restaurant, serve liquor. So it's not really like people are kind of missing the bar action. I guess local bars would be, but even the PTs and some select of those, like they're still open. So because they
That's
got food.
weird.
They
I
got
think
food.
it's so weird that but then I heard when I called the PTs because I actually wanted to go put some money on on my William Hill
William
sports
Hill.
book
Mm-hmm.
because they have the little kiosks there. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, is the kiosk? Yeah, we're still open and the bar will be open till Tuesday. Oh, so you just gonna go against Governor? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's
I don't
fine.
know. I don't know.
And
I
all I gotta
know.
say is for 4th of July, everybody from California came here, right? And there was crazy traffic trying to get back to California. So now that they're all closed again, where do you think they're going?
They're coming to Vegas, but then I heard they were closing our borders from Californians, but I don't know if that's gonna work. They're gonna
I
come
haven't
here.
heard
You know
anything.
they're gonna come here. They're totally gonna come here.
What's up, Kente? He's in here.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll discuss little Nick Cannon at some
Oh yeah,
point in
Nick
our
Cannon. We got time.
entertainment
Entertainment segment.
section.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
What's up?
and what's up,
Joe Logan's in
Lisa?
the house. Yeah.
And
Oh,
Bill Logan. Lisa.
Jorge.
Hi, Jorge. I'm glad your dad is well. Saludos.
Yes.
Yes.
Lisa, we got to get you back on too for some
Yeah, she
betting
said
and
she wants to come out
stuff.
here in August. Girl, stay away. Like,
Can
stop
we?
it. Why are you trying to come here? There's no shows. Nobody's performing at Dre's this weekend, y'all. There's no
Dre's isn't even
concerts.
open for the whole year.
Thank you. There's no nothing. Like, you guys, I mean, City and National Arena
It's
is
too
all we
much.
got right now to watch our nights. That's it. CNA, that's all we got right now. But there is no reason to come out here right now.
There
None.
really isn't.
The basketball season hasn't even started for you to play sports bets. It'd be one thing if I said, oh, okay, I'm going to come and play some bets and do this. No. But even in August, I mean, I guess the season would be rolling. She could come that way, but there's still nothing to do.
Right.
There's nothing. And not to mention those bars and restaurants that are still open, they close at 2. Honey, that's not hours we're used to in Vegas. We don't
they
get
close?
to the place.
They have closing hours now?
1:30, 2 o'clock. Girl, we don't get the streets until 1 or 2. That's not the norm.
You don't get ready to go out
We
until
are out
midnight.
the door. Exactly. We are out the door. I'm literally out the door sometimes by 1 a.m.
I just want to rewind it real quick and check out what's up to Brandy. Because she loves the background, of course.
Oh,
you already know, girl. It's all Seattle. It's all Seattle back here with a little hint of Michael in the background. But anyways, yeah, it's gonna be crazy, and
we
it's
had 1,000 cases in one day. 1,000.
And y'all, we're still staying in the house. That's what's happening. That's why we're streaming. Hey, shout out to Girl Across and all of our people over there.
We miss
all the
them.
podcasts.
I want to be there.
You know what? I love Quan. We missed him. It's just, I'm not ready. I haven't gone to a restaurant. And Boiling Crab is closed for 2 weeks
because somebody tested positive for COVID. So that's another thing you got to face in these restaurants. Yeah, sorry.
My spot is gone.
There's always hot and juicy. There's always hot and juicy. But anyway, we have a guest.
Welcome to Tara. Tara's coming. Okay.
Oh, hi, Tara. Lady T. Yeah. That's Lady T. I call her Lady T.
Okay.
When we're searching for Black Jesus' DJ sets, she's Lady T. I don't have a nickname for myself yet, but what's up, Lady T?
Okay. Yeah. Well, we do have a guest all the way from the East Coast, and we're doing a little east to west over here. You know what I mean? I know, Brandy. I know it's ridiculous. But we got our boy Becks. Let's get Becks on. Becks is rating from the DMV area. What's good, Becca?
What's up?
Hi, Becks. Hi, Becks. How are you?
Always a pleasure to be on with y'all.
Were you raving? I didn't see that motion. Is that like when you have the glow sticks? Because I know how to do that. Is that what you was getting in?
I'm just trying to do something, man.
You're giving me EDM vibes right now. You're giving me EDM vibes right now. I'm loving it.
It's been a while, man.
It has.
I need to go. It's been a while. Like, I miss it.
I do too, but you can't come to Vegas because they're not here. There's no one here. Like, don't do it.
There's more places to do it than in Vegas, but you're right.
Yes, that's true. There's secret places though, Becks. Don't snitch.
Since we're talking about Vegas parties and pools, let's just go ahead and jump into Russell Westbrook testing positive for COVID. And Mo, you had shown a picture of him hanging out at Wynn Pools.
Yes, he was at the beach club.
So my thing is, okay, they're not partying at the pool, but they're still there kicking it.
Wait, where at? What beach club?
I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to snitch. It was an outdoor one. It was an outdoor.
It was posted. I mean, it was a picture that was outdoor, posted, so everybody knows. I mean,
is it pre-bubble or during the bubble?
This is 4th of July weekend. This was like 4th of July weekend. So he was down here, Encore Beach Club. I could be wrong, but that's what the article read, and it was our reputable source of the Las Vegas Journal that posted it. It featured it, and had him there with his squad and his favorite VIP hosts and all that good stuff. And now he's got Rona. Now he's got
Harden does too.
Well, that's the rumor, but I saw him show up yesterday heading to the bubble. Like
someone said he was there.
He was there. Yeah, but
maybe he had it earlier and he just didn't disclose it. You know, Harden doesn't do social media and stuff. So at least now, right now. Yeah. So
they have to quarantine for 8 days even when they escape the bubble. So they're doing the most even with that.
Yeah, the guy that is like, how important to you was that food? I mean,
he had to go get the Uber Eats.
You clearly know you were about to cross the threshold. Like, what? I want to know what was it that he ordered. I want to know where the food came from. Like, if that were me and that was boiling, I might have chanced it. I might have chanced like in the dark, no one's seeing me. Like, we make a quick run, grab the bag, come back. But what food order did he have? What was so important? Because now he's got 8 days of not having any of it.
Well, they already snapped what their food looks like. I guess the food, if that dietary meal is what it says, then I guess I'd be Uber Eats too. Because they were already having issues with the meals, the accommodations, and all that. We'll talk about it, but maybe that was his rationale. I'm thinking that's probably what it was.
I'm curious.
He had to get his Chick-fil-A or whatever the heck he ordered. He needed that.
Talking about Rashawn Holmes?
Yeah,
that was unfortunate. Apparently, Kelly Oubre set him up. He ordered it.
Oh.
He had
well, there's the Snitch Line.
There's the Snitch Line. Yeah. Oh my God.
I already saw Jeff Green post about Kelly on IG. Like I was already hit, and they're teammates. Oh no, they're not teammates.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Some guy from the Denver Nuggets who also broke the quarantine bubble. Yeah.
But how do y'all feel about this snitching stuff? apparently this is a big like.
Or what about what's her name? Ugly Anna or whatever. The artist.
Anna Maya. Anna Maya.
Artie said that she was already invited to the bubble.
First of all, if you're going to talk about this snitching thing, we have to rewind it back to Tekashi 6ix9ine. So you're going to go on a whole other step of why the snitching thing is okay. You're asking a question that you already kind of know the answer to. This is where we're at in 2020. We snitch, we do a little time, and we get out, make videos, and get hits again.
Okay, I think they were just
so maybe it's not
about COVID, but all right.
Well, I'm just saying when you asked with the snitching, I know, but you were saying what's up with the snitching, and I'm like, this is what starts the catalyst of the snitching.
Okay.
But yeah, when you
thought it was a big deal or not, like I thought it was like if there was a time to snitch, this would be it. Like,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm not playing no games with nobody, like especially.
Because it's life or death, and it's an accountability thing. If you're my teammate, and you trying to sneak out, no, I gotta stop you, or I'm running and telling that.
I just don't see. And then they said that who was it? Jimmy got called up by security because his music, or he was working out too loud.
Yeah, he was dribbling. Yeah, he was dribbling.
Was he working out or what?
He was dribbling the basketball.
What was he working out? I mean, you're on lockdown. I can only imagine what's going on right now at Disney World, the happiest place on earth.
And then the Disneyland in Hong Kong just closed down.
What? That's because they're like on the third outbreak out there. I heard.
Oh my gosh,
it's too much. It
is too much.
And that's a very good question, Lisa. We are all curious to know if we're even going to have a season or any sports season at this point. We're getting closer to the time frames. The leagues now have announced that there's start dates. We actually have dates now, like WNBA, NBA, NHL has dates. Are they going to come? We got like what, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks?
I think NBA season should be good, but
because we haven't seen. I mean, we've seen. It's been 2 weeks since the 4th of July, so we've seen kind of the 4th of July that could have been an outbreak. But what else is possible? They showed someone that had a house party in Michigan where 47 people got tested positive and like 66 were exposed. And having to find their lineage of where they went after that and who they saw. I mean,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's a monster. I don't know what's gonna happen with all of this. It really is crazy. And then I was curious about. Remember, we had talked about Canada with the Knights, and they were having cases now, and they're closing their borders. So how are they supposed to play the playoffs in Canada like that?
Here's the deal. I feel like Canada is going to be probably the one place safest for these people. I mean, Canada has outbreaks, but they don't have the numbers that we have.
True.
And now they're keeping the borders closed, which I found out does not impact the NHL players going there.
Okay.
It's for non-essential travel, which their travel would be essential. I think they leave on like the 25th, 26th or something like to head out there. Up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too much.
So then if California's locked down, and that means the Rams and the LA Chargers can't practice in their practice facility.
But what about Hard Knock Life?
Right. Hard Knocks.
That's not happening, Mel.
That's not going to happen.
No, that is my one joy beyond football season.
Right, Becks.
Like,
you actually liked the one last year with the Browns?
I love everyone.
Wait a minute, last year with the Browns, the Raiders.
Raiders. That, I'm sorry.
Raiders.
Yeah, I like the
Browns.
Hilarious. With them and the quarterback in the trailer, the RV, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Plus, what's his name? Njoku, the tight end.
Yeah, Njoku.
I could stare at him a little longer.
Okay. That's where you're going. Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. You know you have that. There's a lot of those.
Right. Well, what's it like out there, Becks? What's the DMV area looking like? I mean, we know that New York had a crazy to begin with. What are you guys dealing with out there right now?
So right now I'm like in Northern Virginia, so we're not like as bad. We're still technically on phase 3. Mm-hmm. So we've been better. DC is more locked down than here, but it's kind of is where it is, man. I think like with all these all the protests and just everyone like kind of forgetting about or just getting back together. Or like with all the protests and everyone getting back together, I think that's what made everything spike back up.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
But it
like,
didn't help for the holiday weekends and like lake trips and beaches and all of those things.
no,
There's
that
no
too
way you
either.
could sell
Yeah,
and
that's true.
pools and all of that kind of stuff either. My homegirl, shout out to Rocco in PG County, Maryland. She has not left her house at all.
At
See,
all.
when I my
She
I'm
has Instacarted. She's basically Sandra Bullock of the net. She has not left the house.
how does she live?
She has her, you know, she has what we have. Like, and then she has her son who plays ball, but his dad comes over and they're outside and she'll sit outside and watch him play ball, but she has her mask on and everything. She is not
Yeah,
playing any games
yeah.
whatsoever.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
Because
crazy.
that's how serious they're taking it.
See, I was trying to go on the July 4th weekend. My plan was this. I had a really simple plan. I was gonna get a beach house, some jet skis, few people, very select, get my own alcohol, get my own booze, all my own stuff, and do my own thing. Basically, not leave the vicinity of the beach or the house or the skis, but everything was booked. So I could see where the holidays and festivities that was a big deal because everyone was out. And I just
Becks, I didn't get the invite.
Yeah.
Did my invite get lost?
I didn't even go myself.
Oh, you were really getting on a plane to go over there? Like, seriously?
Okay,
I mean, the beach.
Come on.
I'll quarantine
really?
on the beach. I'll quarantine on the beach.
Really?
You know me.
Okay.
As long as I can get there.
And she doesn't even leave the house to set, let alone step on a plane.
I see Mel all the time. On the bike.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'd be outdoors.
No,
You won't see me inside a bar or a club or a casino, but you see me outdoors.
Yeah, you're out though. Melissa's active. Like, I give it to her. Like, I'm kind of like, there's times I'm jealous of her. Melissa is active. Like, she is out there.
I'm in these streets, right?
These streets. We gonna be social distant for a minute if she out in the streets, like you saying, Becks. We really gonna be doing this show for Girl Chat Sports. Will definitely start being on StreetYard for the rest of the year. Yeah. So Becks, let me get your take with the WNBA and Elena Delle Donne, because that is really serious. She has had a pre-existing condition, a disease, Lyme disease. And she takes 64 pills a day just to manage that.
64.
Can you imagine?
I take maybe like
64 of whatever you got. Yeah. I can't do it. A day. And still comes out there and brings it for her team and her player and everybody and her fans. I mean, and is a champion, has the heart of a champion. And they're not gonna, you know, give her a medical opt out of not playing. It's either you play or you don't play and you don't get any of your money.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually just talking to somebody about this today, and like they were talking about how the fact that she's such a, you know, big time player and like MVP of the league, and like she led the Mystics to 2 straight finals appearances, won it last year. So she's arguably one of the biggest, if not the biggest name in WNBA right now. So
yeah, for sure.
It's kind of like the LeBron syndrome, where it's like the NBA can't afford to, you know,
that's what it is.
Have LeBron not in the playoffs like last year because the playoff ratings really went down. And I think that's how they're thinking about it, because that's the only way to explain it. Because actually, when they first mentioned it to me, like talking about Lyme disease, they're saying like she's had that for her whole life. So I'm like, okay, why now? Why does she like want to have like a medical exemption now? And then I forgot about COVID, and I was like, damn, she is more susceptible.
Yes, I'm like, what? I'm like, back. What
do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? That's so mean.
I saw it. I didn't for a second. I just forgot about like COVID, because I'm like, you've had it your whole life, but now I'm like, okay, come on, man, think, click. So she has every right to that, and like what she was talking about too. She was scared to fight back because obviously the WNBA, you don't make as much money as the NBA. So you can't afford to push back at, you know, upper management, because you don't have money in your bank account to fall back on.
And not to mention, she's not a player that plays overseas.
Yeah, and you can't play overseas anyways right now anyway.
Right.
So it's not like that overseas. Yeah. I don't even think that's even enough on top of that.
No.
So, I
mean, it's more than WNBA, I think, as far as some players. They got paid more. That was like their bank. You know, this was just for exposure and for whatever else. But yeah, it's...
Yeah.
What do y'all think she should do? So you think she should sit out or risk it?
I'm
not abreast on Lyme disease, and I don't know how serious that is as far as if you do get the virus, how it affects everything. But you're, as an athlete, part of in COVID is it affects your lungs and breathing. How are you able to be susceptible?
Rudy Gobert still has problems breathing. Rudy Gobert's lungs
He doesn't
still
have his
aren't the
taste
same.
for the taste or his son Smiley said. It's too much. I can't. And the only thing that sucks too is that we discussed before is that there's already 2 players that have opted out of the Mystics season. Yeah. Tasha Cloud and I forgot the other girl's name. But so they're already down too. And if they lose Delle Donne, I think there was somebody else in your guys on the team too that was going through a medical review besides her. And if they both were to not go play, they couldn't bring anybody else on because they'd be already over salary cap or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going and playing in a playout or playing in even if it's just 22 games and you got 8 players? Like that's
You'll be the Brooklyn Nets. You'll be the Brooklyn Nets. You're driving and Michael Beasley, not for much of Michael Beasley today tested positive for COVID for the Brooklyn Nets.
Wow,
and he just joined the team. Yes. And
well, hopefully he wasn't around the rest of them.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's
gonna be this.
So basically the Nets brought Michael Beasley on as they needed an extra roster or an extra body on their roster. And he wasn't I don't even think he was on a guaranteed deal. So
okay.
But he's definitely not playing with them now.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. No. And have you seen how the quarantine has done some of these players? Have you seen Carmelo Anthony's legs?
What?
They're like the size of toothpicks.
Well, he
is so slim. He is the skinny. I know, but this is the skinny. I've never seen Carmelo this slim before. Never.
This is Syracuse Melo right now.
Yes, he is. He is exactly Syracuse Melo right now. Absolutely.
Last time we saw him in the Syracuse national championship. So
well, maybe okay. You gonna roll with it?
I'm a huge Melo fan here.
Okay, so you gonna roll with it all day. All right. Yeah. So you going for Portland then? You all about the Portland right now?
No.
So you all about
Hell no. I'm a Heat fan through and through, but Melo.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking nice on the East. We haven't heard any reports of any COVID from the Heat team yet. Knock on wood. Maybe I jinxed that by saying that.
I think Derek Jones had it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So, everyone's in the building.
Well, not for the Lakers. We are not all in the building because Rondo Butterfingers is snapping another whatever.
How do you get
spirit fingers? Another spirit finger is broken. Spirit fingers.
You gotta make the fist because apparently he took up boxing.
No, I mean, my goodness. I didn't see the video. Is that what happened? Is that what happened?
No, but people are connecting all right, you started up boxing right around the time we're coming back in this bubble, and then you just so happen to get a hand injury, your first practice in the bubble. So it's it has to connect. It all has to
This happened to him last season. He had another hand issue. There's Rondo something with his hand. It's always getting hurt.
And honestly, if the Lakers were depending on Rondo for anything, shame on y'all because.
Yeah, I agree with you. It could have been Alex Caruso, and I'd rather take Alex Caruso. Let's keep him in. And he's going to start now instead of Rondo, which that's going to be what it is. But we're down, but we're not out. We'll be okay.
Nah, your boy Kylie can pick it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kylie Kuzma can,
Kylie will do it with his blonde hair or whatever color it is. So, he's got Winnie Harlow now, so he'll be okay. He's got Winnie Harlow now, so that's his good luck charm. Oh yeah, honey. Yeah, they'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Aww,
yes.
Cute.
LeBron's not gonna. We have an angel in Kobe Bryant. Don't think the Lakers aren't gonna be going to the finals.
Hey man, I hope so, man.
I mean, here's the deal: if they don't, it'll be tragic.
LA fans that are on this bubble, now if we don't win, we're gonna look at Rondo and Brad.
No. I'm a collective whole. If regardless of Avery Bradley not playing and Rondo spirit figures out, it just depends on what this system will do and how well LeBron will facilitate the ball, and if he will turn into a scoring machine. And with the assist of having Dwight Howard, you still got Dwight Howard, and you got Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
we're not a problem. We're a problem in a good way. We're not a problem in a bad way.
Yeah,
I think we'll be all right.
You guys just commented saying Dion Waiters and LeBron, now he's gonna get more minutes. So I'm curious.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Cal on the podcast is coming back and forth.
Congratulations to that. I'm happy for Cal on that. That's dope.
We lit the fire underneath them,
Yes, we did.
They're trying to get back in it. Yeah, get down.
And shout out to Sebi. I saw him. I met him face to face.
No way.
Yes, Sebi was in the Sebi. Shout out to Sebi podcast.
Apparently.
Yeah,
how it
Sebby,
works, man.
Sebby came to town, his lovely lady, and it, coincidentally, we met up at where I work at. So in the front there was so.
Was it like
happy-
a coincidence, or he hit you up?
No, he hit me up. He texted saying he was driving to California. I said, "Why? We're closed.
Yo,
What are you
Sebby's
doing?"
active, man.
And Sebby was trying to get an interview with Mike Mayock and try to get on a chat with him. So he's probably gonna
Yeah, he's
post
a
some
grinder,
info
man.
on that. He is a grinder,
Go
great
there.
guy. So shout out to him. He's a loyal supporter of Girlchatsports, and Sebby
He lives
was
in
the
the bubble.
building. He lives in the bubble. Yeah, that was another thing. Like I had, yeah. So the fact that he was in LA, I told him, I said, "You're much safer in California than you going back to Orlando, Florida. Like that's
Right?
bad." Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's too much, man.
It is. It is.
Oh, it
So
is.
are we going to talk about Dak, and is he going to get, since he didn't get his franchise tag?
Wait, where's Stephanie in the building?
Is she? Because she's a Cowboy fan. Yeah, we're all Cowboy fans. Where's Bill?
These comments, because we had posted a picture of him in the group. There's a meme of him about him being the Will and Jada, whatever it is.
The entanglement.
The entanglement. And she's like, "This is not it. Whoever did this meme was not okay. It should have been August, not Will."
Stephanie, we love you. We love you. We love you, Steph.
I get it. We're all diehard fans, so I get it. But it was funny. So Dak.
Yeah.
There's some firm believers that he's gonna outdo it and get his money next year. Which, hey, if he proves himself and gets that payday next year, he deserves it. But the point is he gonna have a good year?
He's got CeeDee Lamb now, sis. He's got CeeDee Lamb.
He's got
a Mark Hoover. He's got Mike McCarthy. He's got Zeke Elliott. Like he's got an elite line on both ends.
He's had people before.
I know. You say he's a great quarterback. I think you were being sarcastic when you say he was a good quarterback. Please tell me you're being sarcastic because I don't see it.
Me?
Yeah. Were you being?
I said like if he does great this year and gets paid, he deserves it. If he does good this year and gets his paycheck, gets his payday next season, fine.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Stephanie's in the chat. She's here.
Okay.
She's officially here. Stephanie, what's up with your QB, man?
Yeah. But even the Browns are throwing bags.
Yeah, Miles, man.
Myles Garrett. Like you're gonna give this guy
paid.
He got paid. After all of that, after all of the suspensions, the DUI issues, the domestic issues, they have been very forgiving and very generous to this man because he's getting 125 million. And I read, I think it's 100 million of it is guaranteed.
100 mil.
Mo, he's arguably the best defender in the league. Like he deserved. Like if this was Ray Rice, he'd be cut because Ray Rice.
Yeah, right. And of course. You know why?
3 yards of carries. So like this is different. So he deserves all that.
Okay, all right.
But
does Baker Mayfield? Does Baker Mayfield deserve to be a starting quarterback then?
I mean, he deserves to be a starter, but that's about it.
You think he deserves to be a starter?
I think he should get one more shot. I mean, if they could just get a coach to hang around for more than a season, that would be helpful.
His season was good. His first season wasn't. It was pretty good, honestly. And he set records for rookies. So,
well, and they're still trying to get the chemistry down over there. I mean, having both Odell and Landry. That's
Landry.
It's tough. It's a lot of pieces.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll figure it out. I just don't see it.
Odell got his blonde hair back. I'm happy.
Oh, he did. He's going back to nice. He's going back to being a style icon.
Little interview thing with like little Cam and
Cam,
Cruz,
Yeah, they were all at the table smoking cigars and stuff.
Yeah, the 1 hour sit down. Yeah, it's on YouTube too. You guys can.
Okay.
Is it on Odell's YouTube or something, or who? That's where they got the Cam quote about him being a dog and how after waiting the 86 days of no one picking him up, that they don't know what they're getting, and that now coach gets to call plays he's never been able to call before, which is true. I mean, there's things that Cam can do that Tom couldn't do, but just do everything else better. So I don't know.
I think Cam's gonna be just fine with that system. I don't see a problem. Great. I think he's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. And shout out to BS because he told me that might be the one jersey he gets, and I'm like, you're gonna rock a Patriots jersey?
Yeah, that's a slippery slope for me. I wouldn't be able to do that.
A Panthers jersey of Cam.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I might count Cam jersey. Yeah.
Patriots?
I like Cam.
Patriots?
I like Cam too, but I don't like the Patriots. So that's just not
man,
gonna be. That's
listen,
not gonna work.
They beat us in 04. I was pissed until we got redemption. I'm over them. So
And have
I
the
don't
tuck
care what
rule
they do.
arrive with and have the tuck rule come into play? Oh, that's
What do you
right.
mean?
When they were playing the Raiders, when the tuck
Oh yeah,
rule
when
got
they were playing,
implemented.
yeah.
And when Randy Moss left us to go to New England, and all that good stuff. No, I don't like the
To get
Patriots at all.
motivated again, okay, Mel? Mo, he wasn't
Yeah,
motivated
hopefully.
then. He
I
wasn't
mean,
motivated. Oh, there was no hopefully. He put up 23 touchdowns after he left. Okay,
that's
he
true.
was
Oh, you're
motivated.
talking about? You're saying hope? I
Yeah,
think you're saying
after he
hopefully
left,
we will give. Oh yeah,
he
after
went
Randy
to-
Moss, yes,
yeah.
he did. He did stellar, like he was supposed to be the Randy Moss that we were expecting. Yes, absolutely.
Y'all didn't have anything around him anyway. So.
We really didn't. That was a bad year.
Yeah.
So
Next
Derrick
losing to the
Henry also got his payday today too, because today was the last day of franchise tag. Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, he's a top running. He's
one of
he's the widest running back I've ever seen in my life. But he's no Le'Veon Bell or nothing like that. But he's a huge
good
dude.
guy.
Yeah,
man.
he is good. He's just huge.
The Titans were
look at his
relying on him
shoulders.
way deep in the season too, which was, I mean,
Where's my
it was a
suit
good.
at?
It's a good deal. He didn't get obviously the highest paid.
No, but it's fair.
He got a great deal, and plus he's beating out because there's so many running backs that are coming up for free agency next season. Like he's basically not having to deal with the crap. He doesn't have to compete with nobody next year. Like he's good.
What was the number on his
50.
deal?
He got I think he got 4 years, 50 mil. It's like 20,
54 million or something like that, and 20 guaranteed or something like that.
20 guaranteed.
25. I think
25. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad.
No, it's decent. It's decent. Like I said, he's not one of the top
running backs in the league, but
Tennessee
don't be throwing
Yeah. I mean, he definitely was a game changer in the playoffs. So yeah, he deserves it. He was on spot with it.
Especially with how that Todd Gurley deal didn't pan out, I thought the market would go like drastically low, like for him, and especially like with Le'Veon, like trying to set the standard, holding out, and he didn't get the deal. I think he was actually supposed to get a bigger deal from Pittsburgh than he actually really got from the Jets. So it didn't work out for him at all. So I'm glad that like Derrick Henry isn't like what do you call it? Like not getting a deal because of those guys not panning out or something.
No, I think it's good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of the cap deal? What do you think? Because let's be real. I mean, that's a nice price tag. However, that's not a guaranteed price tag like what baseball players get. Mike Trout gets all that 400 and some million. So he's only 10 years vetted in with a possibility of getting 508 million.
But
right now,
Mahomes.
Mahomes. I'm sorry, Mahomes. Yeah. So what do you think as far as you think he's going to last that 10 years? And to me, I don't think Travis Kelce's going to be with that team for like maybe another 3 years. And I think he's going to go too.
Bold prediction. Yo, he's opting out in 3 years and taking KC for a bill. I'm calling it.
Who is?
I'm calling it. Patty Mahomes.
Okay.
He wins another.
Where?
There's no way he's staying on this deal. There's no way.
I don't see it.
I think it was a team-friendly deal. Honestly, I think people, he's enamored by the number, but I think he's a team guy too.
Oh yeah, well he likes Andy Reid too, and also the whole offensive coaching line and that. But I don't think with the Kelce, like I feel like Travis Kelce's probably gonna bounce too. I think he might bounce within the 10. You think he's gonna stay in it? I just think that he could go. I see him in New England after a while.
Why would he leave though?
I mean,
I don't think he would leave unless there was no money
for a big price tag.
You think New England would pay him more than KC?
How much is he getting right now?
They have the money.
They might have the money if they're capping out Pat Mahomes. That's what I'm saying.
They're not. The deal's friendly.
What was the guarantee for Pat Mahomes? What was he guaranteed out of that?
I mean, the exact number. I think it's like 250, 300 plus. I don't even think it's like 400 mil guaranteed. I think it's 300 plus. Total.
Oh, well, I know it's not the 400 guaranteed, but how much?
Yeah, but I think it's 250, 300
250. Okay.
Yeah, but they haven't mentioned how much he's getting exactly every year. So I think they're. So I think what I understood, because these contracts are really complicated, especially with a big number like 500 billion. You don't know what year he's getting what. These teams are fishy, but from my understanding, from listening to all these insiders talk about this deal, it seems like the deal is made so Mahomes can get his bread, and they can also pay other guys on the team.
Right.
So and I think that's why they made it 10 years, so they can stretch the money out.
Okay.
Well, they got Chris Johnson for a huge paycheck too, or Chris Jones, sorry.
Yeah,
got like 80 mil or something like that.
They gave him the
they showed they're on ESPN. They showed like a screen earlier. Like they got, I think 2 of the players, or I think 2 of their top 5 are up 21. The other 3 are like 23. Yeah. So
You know why
That's
that's a good
pretty
sign?
good. They've got good, huh?
Yeah, that's actually a great sign because he was supposed to bounce because that's all you heard all off season. And
Yeah.
so I think that goes back to your point, like Mo, about like how are they going to be able to afford guys like Kelsey?
Yeah.
After that, they paid somebody, like after they gave Mahomes his deal, they paid somebody. I don't think they had any intention of bringing back at the number that they actually brought him back at. So I think that was a great sign. And I think like they are going to be able to afford guys like Tyreek and, you know, keep that team, at least for the next few years. Like that's what I'm
give it 3
predicting. Because I
tops.
think that's
Like you said.
my prediction comes to like, okay, if he wins a Super Bowl or two, then he's going to be like, all right, forget this whole team thing. Give me my bag. Give me my $1 billion or something. Like a LeBron, like Nike deal.
I'm doing Hunt's ass,
Yeah,
y'all. I'm doing all this stuff.
Unlike LeBron, then Pat kind of came from a decent background. Like they had some money, so it's not like he's been struggling to make his big payday. Like he's had some cash. He's been chilling on playfield since he was a kid, so it's not like he has that same outlook as like the LeBrons or the other guys that are out trying to, you know, have this generational wealth. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I like Kansas City. I like Mahomes. I like their team. I like their squad. Like, I think it's good. I mean, I'm not saying I don't hate the Raiders. I like the Raiders.
I get it. I mean, we're not going to see anything the light of day possibly with, you know, with the Mahomes gang in the AFC West. It is tough. It's hectic. And you know, if MLB comes back, I posted a thing on how you can participate and be like a cutout in the stands for the whole season for $299. If you take a picture of yourself in your Dodger regalia, they'll post you in the field. Now I believe it's more money if you want to get closer down the lower deck where they have the TV cameras behind home plate. I believe it's $500 for the year to have your cutout shown.
You better go, Mo. You better go. Get your little Dodger hat on.
No, I can't afford that. We're in a pandemic right now. This is what we come to.
Would you guys do it?
No.
I mean, if it was
look at Arlington. He said that's dumb. I agree.
If it was $10, why not have your cutout there? I'm gonna be on TV more than I'd ever be on TV now. Right now, if I did that for $300, that's what I'm just saying.
If I can have
like every home game, me and my hat is gonna be like there.
Especially at baseball games, nobody's paying attention to.
I beg your pardon. I look good. I don't know what you're talking about right over here. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Whatever cardboard cutout you come up with. I mean,
but yeah. Like, it is dumb. It's a reach. It's like, such a big reach. It's such a reach.
$500 for the season. No way. That's a steal. Like,
it's a reach. It's such a reach. It's a reach to have fans in the stands.
Put a period between that 5 and 9, and you got a deal.
Right. I said $10. I did say $10. $10 would be a go.
$5.99.
Well, speaking of Major League Baseball, there was 10 umpires that have backed out of going to be play, or I guess umpiring this season due to COVID. We don't still have NFL still has no start date, no timelines for training camp. The NFL today and the NFL are arguing over like if COVID is really if it's a reason to be getting paid still or not, if it's an injury or if whatever it is. Major League Baseball hasn't set no timelines. We don't know if they're even when they may come back, if they may come back because of, they were going to do the hub cities. Those facilities closed down. Now they're at their own individual parks, but there's still no setting. What's going to happen with your baseball, Mo?
I'm going to lose it if there's no baseball. Well, I listen, this is the thing that makes it such a tease because when we were hunkered down in May, prior to that, when they canceled all these sporting activities, that all these teams were shutting down, locking down, okay? I had said in my mind that we were going to be in the house till the end of the year. August at the earliest. August, September, somewhere in there at the earliest. That's what so I had already psyched myself into saying, there's no sports. I can do some other things. Now that you have teased us and brought us back into this thing that there's a possibility we'll have sports to only be shut down again, it's playing with my mentals. I don't like that kind of game. I mean,
Well,
it's
they were like
forced.
they were supposed to be like the first league coming back.
Right,
Too,
they were.
supposedly baseball seemed like it was
Because it was open air and it was going to be
distance.
all the distancing, but you still cannot distance if they're spitting on the field, if they're still high-fiving, if they're doing the things that they normally do. And not for nothing, and not to narc on my Dodgers, I watched the game where they played the uni game between my dark unis and then the light unis for the Dodgers in their practice, and they were high-fiving still. They were still up close. Yeah. So why do this? I don't understand.
Arlington's on a mission.
He really is. He's like,
you don't want no
cancel
sports.
everything. I'm with you, Arlington. Like it makes no sense to bring, but we know why.
Right now.
But we know why this is happening. We know we need those dollars and cents for the networks. They're going to lose so much money on not showing these games that it's a network thing. It's like you have these contracts with these broadcast stations, and they have to make up for that some kind of way.
Yo, shout out to Korean baseball. They're taking over and they're making.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they really are.
But you know what? So Mo, first day of USL is back. USL started tonight.
Oh, my lights.
Yeah, Birmingham. They're in Birmingham, but they actually have fans there. So 30% of the arena was full, and that was for season ticket holders and for those that came that could still fill in the areas that are designated to be like they had social distance, but they have live fans there. So I'm wondering if we're going to have anything like, I mean, granted it's in Birmingham, I don't know, but are we going to have anything like that here in Vegas? Will our lights be able to have the season ticket holders there? Will our lights be able to have some kind of, audience there?
I mean, that's all subjective to if we even roll back, like what's going to happen with our state.
Because that's one thing with
we don't know.
And because the USL, they don't have bubbles. They're traveling within their conferences or within their divisions, which is interesting. Same with MLS, at least they are in that bubble too, or out in Orlando. But for those people that are still traveling for games, that's tough, especially when states are closing down or
Yeah, I don't know. And not for nothing, even to your point with the football thing, I remember they were saying Baltimore Ravens were going to do 14,000 seat capacity at minimum if they start the season. And they were having people try to jump on that. But that's still, you can't do it, huh?
No
Becks?
way.
Yeah.
Yo, the NFL is going to be the hardest one. That's why I don't think they're going to, if they start, I think they'll start it, but they won't finish the season.
What about college football? What do you think of that? Because they're canceling these homecoming events, and these college kids are getting
the kids, man.
The frat parties with the COVID parties.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, the homecoming,
they will go reckless.
Mm-hmm.
They will. College events, they just they're more wild than actually pro sports. So I would make it even more stricter on them because. Yeah, they're gonna go wild. I mean, I don't know what you do. Now listen, today's report. I don't know if you saw this on the AP. Like Dr. Fauci talked about it. They went through the first vaccine trial, so they said they're close to maybe getting this vaccine out by early this year.
I saw that.
Yeah, and he was talking about they're about to break a record for it. So if that does wind up happening, maybe, but. I mean, for it to go past trials and then for you to get it to everybody else.
I'm not going through no trials, and I'm not taking the vaccine right away like that because, I'm not doing that. No, and people are scared, especially Black people. We're very scared. Yeah, we don't want to do that. No. They don't.
I can't handle. I need some kind of sports, and I don't want anyone to get sick over it. But if people could just, start wearing your masks and start just social distancing, so that we can at least, live normally, or I guess our new normal. I want sports back.
If it's at 100%, I don't want it. I'm living to a life of 100%. That means no mask, no nothing. I want what I had. I cannot fake the funk.
I don't know if we're gonna have that.
It is sad. It's so sad because it's so hard to, you don't understand. I'm in a mall. I'm in a store. First of all, let me just back up. I'm not in a mall because I almost had a panic attack when I saw all those herders coming from,
they weren't even shopping. They were just hanging out.
It just freaked me out. But not for nothing, to work in a department store and see everybody walking through with their outfits on and a mask, walking through with a handkerchief. It's just to see it. It's looking like you're just in a society place with people with various masks on and different things, and people trying to pull them down and talk. He's like, nope, you gotta keep the mask up, sir. Anything past your nose, I can't help you. Like, you have to have it up. It's just, this is where we're at. I mean, it's just so surreal. It's so like a bad movie. The worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, but you know what? Some Asian countries have been doing this. When I went to Japan last year, I would say like 60 to 70% of the people had masks on, if not more. And they are super clean, like ridiculously clean.
That's
like
what I hear.
There's nothing. Everybody's super, I mean, like clean
but
to where there's no
their
crap.
numbers tripled, but their cases came back again. So what is going on?
But not like us, not to where it's been uncontained. Like, we can't even put a lid on it.
Well, we never put a lid on it to begin with. That's a whole nother debate. But the fact that they put a lid on it and it's come back, like Rona is a monster. Like you can't escape it. It's like, what is going on? It's like this movie.
You just don't know what to do with it.
You don't. And then when you're in quarantine, you wake up like you're Bill Murray and it's Groundhog Day every day. Like every day it was the same thing. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? You know?
Yo, it's hard to stay motivated. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
Some weeks are better than others.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how far we've been into this now. Like, talking about it weeks, months, and like, when did we first start, when we went in quarantine? Like May? March?
Yeah, March. May. It was like March, April, May. Yeah.
Like 2 months ago. It felt like the whole year. Wow.
It is wild. It really is. So
like I was sitting around, I went to check the mail and I was like, this is my new norm. Like, I literally wear a sports bra, a tank top, and shorts and flip-flops all day long. Like, that's every day. Every day.
Yeah.
You don't do that already?
No, I mean, I would have to go to work, and I work from home now. So it's like,
nice.
You know, I got in a web conference and I had my hair up and a tank top on. I was just like, this is what you're getting. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like,
I
this
work
is
from
it.
home too. I'm on that same boat.
I mean, I'm actually getting out. I'm actually getting out to see this society, but it's not good. I mean, it's quiet. They're wearing these masks and they're just, trying to go about their day, but it's not working. It's just not working. It's like you go try something on and leave it on this bar so it can quarantine. And then when you come out, I got to go and sanitize your room and clean it like a janitor or housekeeping. For the next person. So you have all these procedures. It's just different.
Oh, Lord. Texas is another state. Texas and Atlanta, Texas and Georgia need to just go away. They done.
I do have an echo.
KT said 30 deaths in Dallas.
Wow. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't know. Is that just today? Natalie said, what's the bra? Yeah, well, we have to work out, Natalie. Hello. At least let us do that. So how about, what do you think about Fight Island?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's where I used to live.
That's why I wanted to know. I wanted to get your take on it because we're all going to Dubai one day when this is clearing up.
Yeah, right? I haven't forgotten. I haven't gone back, honestly. It's been a couple years. But, first off, Dana White hyped it. Number one. He didn't buy an island, okay?
Exactly.
Right, that's not what it was.
I know some of the people who made it, okay? You didn't buy nothing, bro. You're renting it. You got your little space on. It's not even like he has the whole island and everyone else is off. That's what I initially thought. No. So that's your little
little
people, huh?
I said me too. Like, I thought it was gonna be like that, like an island. I'm like, ooh, beach.
I thought it was gonna be some. I thought it was gonna be some Mortal Kombat type stuff for real. Right. I really did think it was gonna be that island.
Yeah. If you go there, you'll see what he means though, because it looks better like in person. Or I mean, even the pictures look amazing. I mean, they just make everything look great out there. But I think it's been great so far. I mean, they've fans and how they managed it and the card they put on last week. I mean, I think they've been the only successful sport to come back like full throttle. I mean, Dana White's already talked about like they're already caught up to their schedule that they missed, when they initially had to shut down. So kudos to him. And honestly, like it being a one-on-one sport, that makes it easier.
Who did you think were you expecting Masvidal to win that main card, or you were going for Usman?
I put my money on him. I actually, I took my money out and I actually put money on the line for actually all 4 main fights on that card list. Every single one of them, I bet on all the underdogs because the odds were crazy. I thought Masvidal was gonna win, and like take it early, but I thought if it lasted past the first round, Usman was going to wear him out.
I mean, he did really good for just getting to Fight Island and fighting within, like, they said like a week ago he was at a barbecue or something, and next thing you know, you're in Dubai and you're fighting against Usman.
He
and
stopped in Rome for pizza on the way to Dubai. In his pink Versace robe.
Good old pizza.
But to go all 5 rounds and for it to be a decision is like, you did good. Yeah. And now he says he wants a rematch, like an immediate rematch. He wants to go back. Like he wants ASAP. I think he should get it because for the conditions, you think about how Usman must have trained how long for this fight, and to still go 5 rounds with a guy who just got thrown in, like that's. I mean, I guess that could just be because they're athletes and they keep their bodies and they're always in condition. But come on, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And what was going on with the other card fight? They said somebody, obviously, the judges kind of swayed it. It was like a kind of a cheating type thing going on.
Oh, you talking about Max Holloway?
Yeah, Max Holloway fight.
Yeah, they basically stole that fight from him. It seemed like he won the first 3 rounds. And you know how the saying is, like, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Right.
And then Volkanovski won the last 2 rounds, and he got 2 takedowns at the end, and so that's the last thing the judges saw. And it kind of goes back to you guys watched John Jones' last fight.
Yeah.
Against like Dominic Reyes, and how Dominic Reyes was dominating him first 2-3 rounds, and then John Jones came back late. And
he really showed
the same thing about this. So it was one of those deals.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of I thought Mad Max won too. I put my money on him. Big Max fan. Like here's the thing about Max Holloway. Like he was the reigning featherweight champion for like 6 years prior to like Volkanovski beating him the first time they matched up. So this was like a highly touted rematch, and for them to take it away from him like that, because he's still in his prime. Like Holloway, like he didn't lose for 6 years, and he's only like 28 still.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was huge. And then Thug Rose is back, man. I was so happy for her, man. Even though I bet against her because the odds were just telling me to do it.
Right. The odds on that fight were crazy. Those were like, I think the highest, the most uneven odds were on that one, I think.
Yeah.
I had a 4-team where I just bet all the winners, and I won. I won crab money, so I put down 10. I won like 40.
You bet on all the favorites?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just did a parlay, but I mean, it was like I'm not a gambler, so I'm like, okay, $10 parlay, bet on the winners.
Yeah. I really wanted to bet for Rose, but one of my friends convinced me not to, so I'm not gonna name names.
Gotta go with your gut.
I know. Next time I will. Thank you, Mel. Never gonna let anyone play with my money. But yeah, no, I love it though. And apparently they're gonna do events there for the next like few months or so.
Which they probably have to do.
It's just hot as hell out there, man. Like I don't know how they ever survive. Like this whole let me just tell y'all, the ring outside, that was torture. Don't do that to these fighters. Like
I swore it was gonna be outside. I was like, what? No. That's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah.
No way.
It's the desert though, so it's probably gonna be like ridiculous temperatures, high temps, right?
100% humidity out there.
Oh, okay.
And it's like at 2 a.m, so it's dark, and they'd have to have lights and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they got that on lock. The humidity, you just can't, like, as a fighter, you're just going to be sweating and being exhausted, and there's no way to recover. You know, it's not like you can, like, take your 30-second break when you know, in between rounds and go to your corner and just take a – there's no breather with that type of humidity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys watched that Poirier-Khabib fight that was in Abu Dhabi actually last year. Like, same thing happened.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yes, I did. Actually, yes, I did. I watched that one from my break room. Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, so the same thing basically happened with them. Both of them were sweating like
that was
crazy before the fight even started. Like, this is how it is out there, bro. I mean, thank God they put it inside, though.
They had to. They would have fallen over. That would have been like heat stroke all day. Heat stroke.
It's been too much.
Too easily. Becker, Alderson says you don't have any money.
Hey, man. Damn, where'd that come from? Shots fired. Yo, I haven't taken shots at the ball. I haven't talked to you in a minute, Arlington. You don't want to start this wave again. This ain't what you want. This storm has been in quarantine for months, man. I ain't had my show. I ain't had my studio. We've been locked out. This is the first type of pod show I've done in God knows how long. So
But you were going live on IG for a while. I was tapping in a little bit on your live, on your IGs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doing that a few different times.
You have to get some kind of something for sports.
Yeah.
We have to do the best we can. You can watch the Ocho or the hot dog eating contest that happened like a week ago.
Oh yeah, with Joey Chestnut. Yeah, watch
and I can't watch that kind of stuff. When they gorge those hot dogs like that, I just get so nauseous. But it's like I can't. It was a lot. But it's a sport. It is a sport. I can't. They train. They work out. They do all those things. I mean, yeah. It's too interesting.
Can we break it for a second and talk about Kenny Stills and everybody that got arrested down in Louisville?
Oh my gosh, I love Kenny Stills. We have to protect him at all costs. That's my guy.
I mean, with him, Portia,
it was 88 people. It was like 88 to 100. I'm not about to clout chase the celebrities because we know they're there on the fight, but it was like 88 to 100 people, including Kenny Stills, who has always knelt since the season of Kaepernick, who encourages NFL players to register to vote, who has given to numerous charities. He is that guy. And I just say salute to him because that was the one I was acknowledging. And he's rocking for Breonna Taylor. We are not finished with this work. Breonna Taylor needs to have justice. And everybody that knows me, that see me on my Instagram, I wake up every day on it. I'm not breaking a stride because this is a serious matter. You can't sign a bill for somebody's name and not file charges on the people that murdered her. It makes no sense.
But then they're going to arrest people, trying to get the people that killed her arrested. Like that just is such a catch. It's such a catch-22
because it was on private property, and they felt some type of way about it. And Louisville is just a mess. And I need everybody to get it together.
Needs to get her. She needs to be voted out ASAP because that's ridiculous.
There's no doing the right thing down there.
There's no reason why there shouldn't be charges against these guys. Like that.
Yeah, Kenny, I agree. Kenny Stills could run for mayor. I mean, he's with it. He is with it. He has always been that guy. So salute to him. And he's a young guy that gets it and is protecting all of us. And I just, I gotta salute to the guy. I can't knock this young man. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. He could bailed out today. He went on his Instagram live. I posted it on the Girlchatsports story. He was free at last. That was his first thing. But I loved how he had the Breonna Taylor face mask. He's rocking a shirt. He's like really like bringing awareness to, we still got some fallen soldiers that have not sought justice yet. And so that needs to stay in people's minds. It really does. And let's talk about the jerseys. Some of these NBA players are not with the list. They're opting to come out with nothing on the back of the jersey.
Right.
Some are like, we're going to surprise you. I mean, what's your take, Becker, as far as that preempted list that they had and all of that? And
it's a hoax, man. The whole thing is for sure. I'm with LeBron, man. Like it's like it doesn't fit with the agenda. Like at this point, like I'm with was it Kawhi said it too. Like this is about actions. It's not about what's written on the back. Like I get the sentimental value of it, but he's been doing that. The I can't.
Yeah.
Like they've been doing that, and LeBron was the first one to actually start doing it. So, I mean, I don't think it's as big a deal, especially with the NBA coming out. It's like, oh, you have only these words.
These are the pre-approved words.
Like if you could have chose something that was appropriate in a sense, nothing obviously vulgar or whatever, but if you could have chosen something that meant something for you,
I mean, it's crazy because it's like you're censoring these guys. It's censorship. It's a crazy censorship. It's a censorship. It's another thing of censorship. Like you're trying to control a narrative that we didn't ask for. We didn't ask for this.
Right.
And if we're asking for it, can you at least listen to us and know what we're asking for and listen to it and take action towards that? That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I'm actually a believer in this, like with how like Adam Silver has been like at the forefront of like this progressive movement when it comes to like commissioners in sports.
Oh yeah.
I honestly think what he should have done is just been like, all right, we're not going to do it at all. Like if you're going to like limit it to certain words, just don't do it at all. I don't think the players would feel some type of way if you just never brought it up at all. The fact that you brought it up, like, oh, the select words, like that's what makes them look bad. But I think all in all, I don't think this is gonna like hurt the NBA or anything like that. I just think it's like a little wrinkle people are gonna talk about, and think about, but it'll blow over.
Well, shout out to the women's because they're doing it.
I do love the women's having Breonna Taylor. I mean,
shout out to Angel McCoughtry for Breonna Taylor. I love it. That's the one you need to do. Yeah.
If you do, damned if
Damned
you
if he don't with
just
it. Yeah, he
come in
don't.
with the
And here's
smoke.
the thing: it's gonna take a LeBron
Mhm.
to have a test of positive on this whole thing for the NBA to shut down. There's no way that they're gonna shut it down unless something happens to LeBron. God forbid. But I'm just saying that's how valued he is on this whole thing.
Yeah. I'm glad
Yeah.
Kawhi's okay too.
Me too. Now
There's
is
a little
Woj
thing
gonna
on him
get
too.
now is Woj gonna get his job back? Is he back from suspension with
Who?
ESPN? Woj.
Oh, Woj.
Woj. I always call him Woj. I don't know
Oh,
why.
Woj.
Woj.
What the hell?
I was
Yeah,
like,
Woj.
why?
Woj
Why?
Woj.
wrong all the time. We've been at Mo. I mean, anyway, I'm not gonna call you.
Well,
Wrong.
I never say. I
Oh.
always try to pronounce his full name, but I always say Wojnarowski or whatever.
Adrian Wojnarowski.
Wojnarowski. It is for me. I try the best. I try my best. What did you say it again? Wojnarowski.
Yeah.
Woj. Okay.
Wojnarowski.
Wojnarowski. Is he coming back soon?
He's coming back, but right now he's suspended.
I
don't
know.
think he's coming back.
What do you think about
He
that?
got suspended? I'm lost.
I mean, ESPN.
How did you not know
filed a bunch of
ESPN
suits for
suspended him because he got into a healthy debate with someone that wasn't on the side of the Black Lives Matter, and he ended with the expletive of "F you" pretty much in so many words,
Yeah.
and
Well, he sent an
ESPN
email.
suspended him.
Good
Sent
for
an
him.
email out. That's what it was. The governor.
Yeah, the governor. That's who he was trading barbs with. Yes.
Yeah.
And he came with that heat at the end.
Amen. Arlington is coming through.
Yes,
with
we don't. He doesn't. He doesn't need ESPN. That's what I was thinking.
Arlington,
They need him, but he doesn't need them. How about that?
Mo, you know how many people they fired for him? You know how many people they laid off to make room for Woj? Woj for the dude. I've been following Woj since I was like a kid, like in middle school, like elementary school. Like this guy's been around for years, working at Yahoo, and for years that guy would stay at Yahoo for the longest time, and then eventually, like ESPN, I guess, found the funds to finally pay him or something like that. Because there's no way that So yeah, I agree with everything Arlington was saying. Woj was a freaking man, breaking shit even better than like, if you want to call like a Stephen A. or like a crappy Chris Broussard was for ESPN.
Right.
I never really liked him as anyway. But
I like Chris. How dare you? I like Chris.
I
like Chris and Rob's show. I like Chris Rob's show.
He's always wrong when he reports.
Oh, Missouri. That's
all his breaking news are wrong. All his takes are outdated.
Oh, Missouri senator.
He's old. But yeah, so Woj is gonna be fine. Woj is his own brand. He doesn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't necessarily need ESPN. That's why I say he don't. Yeah. He can totally walk if he wanted to.
Nah, and they recognize that. I don't know if they recognize that, but
yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so here we go. What's going to happen with sports? Are we going to be seeing sports like for real?
It's a good thing you paint, Mel. It's a good thing you paint. That's all I can say.
I mean,
what do you want, Mel? Like, what's your?
I want to know your take on it. I mean, is it going to be like there might be a league or two that play? Yeah, like for the rest of the 2020 season. Because even like hockey starts, right? Hockey starts playing, but their season ends. It's supposed to end like in October, yet their new season is going to be starting the 1st of December. Like these guys don't get a break now. But is there really going to be a season for some of these leagues? I mean, yeah, MLS started. Yeah, the USL started. Yeah, people are in training camp, but
soccer overseas started too. Yeah, it's been for weeks now.
Well, yeah, they've been doing good. I feel like overseas doesn't have those issues like we have.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about just stateside.
Yeah, I'm talking about like our leagues. Yes.
Yeah.
We already know what Arlington thinks, so.
Well, I agree too, and I'm commenting like Mel is being thirsty right now for sports, so that's pretty much what it is. It's a good thing that she paints. Like I said, we have to take a new hobby.
Honestly, the way kind of sports has evolved in our country as opposed to like the rest of the world, because I think what we've become with sports, we become more about the debates, we become more about the opinions. Like all sports show or now took the first take theme, the first team motto. Now everyone's doing debate shows everywhere, pods and everything. And so everyone loves to debate and argue, like, oh, who's the greatest? This, that, the way we use stats. They don't do it like that overseas. At least, like, from my experience of being over there, especially, like, with soccer. I'm a huge soccer guy.
Mm-hmm.
People don't use stats or maybe only goals, like, scored or something like that. But they won't, like, dive into the metrics or stuff we do out here. So I think for us, I would agree with Arlington. Canceling it would be the best thing because
Absolutely.
we avoid all that controversy.
Right.
Because there's going to be controversy with whatever happens. Okay.
And the
Everything is a
asterisk
big
around
deal.
the season.
And why does there have to be an asterisk? Or why does there have to be an
It's
asterisk? I don't
spicy.
even want that. That's not 100% for me. I don't
Yeah.
want an asterisk. A but.
But
Astros
that's
didn't get no
going
asterisk.
to be the case. So you might as well cancel it all entirely.
Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel the sports.
I say do that.
It's what it is. But the problem is with that is we have a very short attention span, and I've been bringing this up to friends that if we get rid of sports, we get into other activities like Mel's painting. She's going to be painting portraits and oil paintings and good stuff like that. Becks is going to be a new EDM DJ or whatever. You start getting focused. I turn into a gamer that doesn't go to a bubble. But I'm just saying we all get into these different aspects that by the time sports comes around, I'll be like, man, I got my whole thing going. Like, I'll watch it. And then you got the people that are on the fence of whether or not they want to watch sports. You lose them. So
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mel. I've actually enjoyed this time off away from sports.
Me too.
I've been around it 24/7 for the last, especially more so the last few years, and I just didn't know like how deep I was into sports, like how deep my love for it. And I know you are too. I know you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. You too, Mel. Like it, and it's like to take this. I don't think I've had this time to kind of think for myself and actually just focus on myself and take care of me.
Yeah.
Like during this time for the longest time. So honestly, for me, this quarantine was a blessing in disguise.
But for me, I took up NBA 2K and I got mad and I haven't been playing now because I work and I was sucked at it in the beginning and now I can't even finish what I was doing. But I was living vicariously through that. And if it comes down to it, then that's what I'm gonna have to roll with again. And speaking of the Madden and those kind of things, they had the Madden rankings for 21.
Yeah,
and the points. Yeah, they just let them out. So that was kind of an interesting take and seeing those players talk mess with each other on their rankings.
Those are the
but
best.
That's what
Who was it that was talking mess because they got a low score and was like, well, don't go ahead and change it halfway through the season.
Yeah, right. It was somebody. I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
Don't come changing it now.
Right. But that's what we're going to have. That's going to be the dialogue. The gaming thing is going to be the thing. Like, did you play the game and know what it is? You know? So
it's too much.
Tyler Murray talked about Aaron Rodgers' score being low.
Right. That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be different. We're in a different time.
Gronk is a 96 in this game. How do y'all feel?
He's a 96 he's a 96 in a
Madden. I'm
what?
not talking about like old school team. I'm talking about now.
No.
Somebody I know.
I got it. He's playing it. I got to get that game. I got to just download
a 96 Gronk.
96. Wow. How? What he did? Wow.
Oh my god.
I gotta get that game.
Esports is booming, Arlington.
It is a booming base. He's right. He's right.
To work their events a lot. Like, I work for like ESPN and Verizon.
Put some money in those stocks for theirs too, because those are going up. Everybody's
Thank you, Arlington.
There are no games.
Thank you, Arlington. I appreciate it because, man, that's going to be the thing.
Gronkowski at a 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 95. That's going to be the thing.
Rob Gronkowski 95.
Okay. Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, right?
I'm loving it. Hey, bring it.
That's that Tampa Bay hype, baby.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's that TB12 shit, baby.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Over.
Yeah, that is what it is. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah. Tom Brady definitely talked to the makers EA, Madden.
Oh, yeah,
definitely had a lot behind
probably owns part of it. I mean,
what's his rating?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 90? I'd be curious to see.
He's low.
90? He's low.
Tom Brady's a 90.
Yeah, but
expecting him to do much.
I think I want to say Russell's is low too.
My boy. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh wow, the NBA 2K League players make $70,000 with health.
Remember we did a story about that last year. The first female girl that did it. There was a female that drafted.
What?
70,000
for the NBA 2K players.
Yeah,
they get paid to play, and they get housing and health insurance.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the NBA 2K League. Like if you're playing in a league, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about those? Those are not fun to watch, at least for me.
I don't like them.
Nah, they're not fun. It wasn't anything.
I like playing them.
Yeah, I'd rather play the game. Honestly, I like the game because it's just like you're sitting courtside for one, and you got your players and your movements, and you can see the system closer and all of that kind of stuff. I can't beat this Connecticut Sun.
You use the what do you call it, the sideline view or the
I do sideline view, and I
Okay.
have Xbox One X. I'm not on PS5 or anything
Oh,
that's
nice. I'm
coming
an
out.
Xbox guy too. So.
Oh, you are Xbox One X? Yeah, dope.
Well, y'all
Yeah.
better link up on the Xbox then.
Yeah, now we will. I got you.
A lot of people want to go live with me. I have my headphones for it. I can totally do it.
Yeah, send that.
I'm just not ready. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I got you.
Get on that.
Beck, we had so much fun.
We
gotta get you
did.
back on.
Anytime.
It's so good to see your face. Because usually we've always had you on the phone or we've called or something. So
Yeah, this is a first. This is awesome.
okay.
Yeah, I'm so glad you were able to come on. It's been a pleasure. And thanks for everybybody chatting in. Like,
yeah,
chiming
everybody's
in.
tuned in. Thanks for Arlington
love
and
it.
all of his positivity.
Right.
Shout out to Arlington, man. I haven't talked to him in a minute. I just want to give him his love. Arlington Lane, you're the freaking man. Go Bulls.
Aw,
Mhm.
go Bulls.
That's what's up.
You say Last Dance, though? I would watch The Last Dance over any video game, any replay of football, of anything right now. I'm watching Last Dance I got it on my DVR, so if I get bored and watch something to watch, it's always The Last Dance. Period.
So you didn't watch
That's
the leaks
gonna
when I sent them to you?
Huh?
You
Nope.
didn't watch the leaks? When
I didn't. I did not.
Mm.
Because I wanted to feel it like everybody else was feeling it.
I didn't. Because y'all know, like, MJ is my second favorite player ever. So I couldn't.
Well, he's my first ever.
I couldn't hold back.
I had to. I just couldn't. I wanted it to be organic. I wanted to feel it.
Yeah, a lot of people were watching the links before it came out, and I was waiting for that Sunday. It was something to look forward to. We didn't have anything. I mean, that was just the best thing to do. Have something.
Yeah.
Didn't have that element of surprise whatsoever.
Well, anyway, where can everybody find you at? Where's your handle?
Yeah, you're right. I guess you can follow my show.
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah,
that's a good start. Yeah, you can follow us at Plugs Radio on all social media: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know what else we have. I should start that Snapchat back up. But anyway, yeah, if ever we do come back, and the studio opens up, you can hear us on 96.7 FM if you're into DMV. From 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mondays. Yeah. Damn, I forgot the whole spiel. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a minute. Like I found myself like catching myself a few different times we were talking.
No worries.
Yeah, you can.
Quarantine got it.
We'll put the link on with the post when we replay it and post it. But
shout out to my dad watching. Hi, Dad.
Mr. C.
Shout out to my dad.
Yes. Oh, and shout out to the hats because I got a couple deliveries I'm making tomorrow. So y'all, the black hat is still available.
Do me a favor. I've been meaning to get some of your gear
and the visor, but this is an old visor. We have the newer visors.
Telling myself I'm gonna do things and actually going through with them. So do me a favor, send me like a message with a direct link on the exact page, and I will copy.
You just gotta tell me.
Email us.
I'll email.
Oh yeah, I gotta email y'all.
I gotta text. I'll text you. How about that? Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so we appreciate you, Becks. We love you. We love the DMV area. Please stay safe, stay healthy out there. And everybody, we will catch you next Wednesday. All right.
Stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much, Becks.
Best girl chat sports talk on the freaking planet.
Yay!
Oh,
thank you. Thank you.